In a world saturated with the digital imagery, there exists an artist who still find solace in the simplicity of a pencil and a chalk. Join us as we delve into a world of Taban, Peter Paul, a master of shadow and light. I call him the South Sudanese Picasso.
Hello everyone, my name is Taban Peter Paul. I'm a 18-year-old hyperrealism pencil artist from South Sudan. So basically, I got inspired through a YouTube video that I watched during the lockdown, specifically around February when I came back from school. I was in senior 3 by then. I watched a YouTube video about a Nigerian artist called Arinze Stanley. So when I watched the video, that's when I got inspired to take on hyperrealism. But before that, I was actually drawing, I was creating artworks, I was creating crafts. Since I think the age of 6, as far as I can remember, I think around the age of 6, that's when I started doing art. Hello everyone, my name is Taban Peter Paul. I'm an 18-year-old hyperrealism pencil artist from South Sudan.
So what inspired you to do art?
So basically, I got inspired through a YouTube video that I watched during the lockdown, specifically around February when I came back from school. I was in senior 3 by then. I watched a YouTube video about a Nigerian artist called Arinze Stanley. So when I watched the video, that's when I got inspired to take on hyperrealism. But before that, I was actually drawing, I was creating artworks, I was creating crafts. Since I think the age of 6, as far as I can remember, I think around the age of 6, that's when I started doing art.
So basically, I have known Taban for like good years. Yeah, he's very composed guy and very multi-talented guy, you get. So I'm talking from experience of someone who, I've worked with him, so his talent doesn't just stop at art, but he's really a very talented person. Take it from me as a person who worked with him in the media industry, let's say videography, photography. He's so talented in that area. So let me just say he has a very bright future. The eagerness and the curiosity within me has to go and hear from his family members, like what do they think of him and his art. And I couldn't find anyone better than his mother, so let's hear from her.
My name is Elizabeth Nyalwak. I'm Taban's mother. Taban is my second born. I have 4 boys and he's 18 years old.
So like what feeling does it give you seeing your son as an artist, also award-winning artist?
Yeah, as a mother, it's something that makes me feel happy to see my child as a talented to be an artist, and it is something that he inherited from his grandfather. Grandfather is a blacksmith. When I saw him to be a art and artist, it made me proud of such a child. It's not that easy, that work to a child to be an artist. It is something that talented, and it needs someone to focus, teach a child that has committed. So I was very proud of him to be an artist, and I really want him to also continue to be an artist. And I do support this whatever he liked.
So like right now, you've won some awards and all this stuff. Like, how do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
In 5 years' time, basically, I want to have a well-established studio and maybe feature in a couple of galleries and have my own solo exhibition. But it's mostly like just to inspire South Sudanese, because there are a lot of South Sudanese artists who are stranded. Some of them give up because they don't see like art is being paid, that you can't make a living out of art. But in 5 years' time, I hope to pave a way to other artists and show them that You can also you can go through your art and you also get paid. Like art is also a real job these days. Yeah, not only these days, but it has always been before. Yeah, although it is not a easy path, but at the end of the day, you'll get paid if you're very consistent and you're dedicated on your craft.
For instance, right now, you being an artist, like, have you ever faced a challenge whereby people like, because I see there's a lot of misconception in our community, social justice community, about being an artist.
Yeah.
Like just people taking it as like, just taking it as just it's a hobby. It cannot be like a career or profession. You see, so like, have you ever come across like a point where like somebody tell you like, it's just art, it's not that big deal and all this stuff?
So basically, for me, it was. I won't say that I've got those moments a lot, because the moment I started drawing, my parents supported me from that point until now. And if my parents don't have a problem with it, then you can't have any other person can't have an opinion about what I'm doing. Sure. Maybe if my dad comes and tells me what you're doing is not good, maybe I'll think twice. But if you're not my dad, you're not my mom, you won't have an opinion about what I'm doing. So basically, there are people who have told me that before, that I should focus more on school, especially at school. Yeah, my teachers. They are like, my mind went away from school because of art, but I'm still doing well in school. I'm doing well, but I'm more focused on art because my parents support me in that, and that's what I want to pursue.
For me, I don't have choice as a mother. It is not good that to give a child its choice. Its child has its own choice. Whatever the child needed, I support. From the beginning, Taban told me, Mom, because I used to have shared with them as a mother, you have to call your children as what they will be there, future professional. Then Taban was like, Mom, I want to be a civil engineer. When I told him, Taban, civil engineer would be good with you. Sometimes you have analysis. He told me, Mom, it's not that it's related to my things that sickness. Tomorrow we are the future. We are the future generation that will change South Sudan. You have seen those roads. We are the people who are going to change it tomorrow. I said, okay, whatever you is okay.
With the climax of 2016 civil war in South Sudan, it really had a big effect on many South Sudanese families living in the neighboring countries. And that war has affected many young people's livelihoods when it comes to schooling and other factors. According to Taban's mother, 2 of his friends died, and some of them dropped out of school, and some became drug addicts. And Taban could only translate his pain through painting on a canvas.
When we shifted to a certain time in 2016, life became a little bit harder. Then we shifted from our previous apartment to a certain hostel. Then Taban was interacting with his friends. Some of his friends was dropped out from the school. Then Taban, since the life was a little bit hard to this, used to interact with them until I went to South Sudan. He encouraged me, Mama, you can go and work, support that also. Then I went back. When we come back, we come and rent this where we are staying today. Then this child also brought that experience of image that his friend were losing school because of lack of support. Then he went back to look for them. He found them that most of them, 2 of them died. Some were put in the prison because of situation they also went to this life of taking things like drug addicts. So Taban started creating the art due to the experience he have seen, and it's hurting him.
So right now, you're in senior 5.
Yes, senior 5.
Which is form 5. So like how do you balance between school and doing your art? Because usually they say that it's hard to like ride 2 horses at the same time. But I hope your case is different.
No, that's different. Even that saying, I don't agree with that saying. We have plenty time. We have plenty time from morning. From the time I go to school till the time closes, I only focus on schoolwork. But then if I have free time, I don't want to look at schoolwork. I only focus on the art side, my art side. So if I go to school, basically from the time I go to school till the time I come back, I only focus on the schoolwork. But then when I come back home, it's my art. Yeah. So I don't have a lot of challenges with that because I do both. Even before art, I used to play football, and it was the same thing. Up before school, before I focus on school,
Yeah.
then after school I go and play football. That's how I manage it. I don't really believe in managing riding two horses at a time because you can do all that do all those things. We have a plenty time.
That's true. That's true. So right now, I think I've come across numbers of artists in South Sudan, but I think you're the youngest among them. Like and I don't know because maybe you're outside South Sudan. But have you ever come across them where like they kind of like inspire you and also like they give you words where like kind of encouraging you? Because I see most of the spaces, like South Sudan spaces, usually when people or young people, like many of people are doing it, then you find that this unnecessary competition spirit and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So have you ever come across it and all this stuff?
My experience with the South Sudanese artists, I don't see those guys don't have competition at all. They don't have that heart of competition. We're always encouraging each other. The likes of Jalpan, the likes of Dennis Angura. I can post a drawing, they're the first guys to comment. When they post, I comment. They share my drawings, I share theirs. So basically in South Sudan, in art in general, art does not have competition. There's nothing like competition in art because we have different thoughts, we have different ideas that we portray in our art. So you wouldn't compete with someone that you are not thinking the same, like
The same mindset.
yeah. So maybe Dennis has his own ideas, I have my own ideas. He supports my ideas, I support his ideas. Jalpan also has his own ideas, I have mine, and we both support each other. So in art, what I've noticed, I've met Jalpan, but I've not met the rest. But from meeting Jalpan, he's a really nice guy. I don't see any competition in him. All he does is just encourage me. Yeah, he encourages me a lot. He encourages me because he has been in the art world far more than I have been for a longer time than I've been in the art world. So basically in South Sudan there's no competition in art. We're just encouraging each other, and it's still a growing country.
Uplifting each other.
Yeah, it's still growing, growing.
That's really beautiful. So are there challenges in this? Are there challenges like for instance in arts?
Yeah, there are a lot of challenges everywhere. Like everywhere in life, there are challenges. Like in art right now, the challenges that I face in art right now, I feel like they're supposed to be there because I'm just starting out. Yeah, I don't have a firm foundation. Like I have a good foundation, but I've not yet built it very well. So I face challenges like maybe lack of some professional tools, like others that I would like to use, but I don't have them. Sometimes maybe I sell an artwork, ship it to the client.
So I said, okay, my son, whatever you choose, you can do. For me, I have no problem. Because you may think that you want your child to be a doctor so that tomorrow you will be get a job faster. No. Give child whatever he liked. And Taban, I know him from very childhood. I don't call him my son. It's my friend. It's my best friend. Because whatever he said, even when he has this personality, this life of, you cannot force him. And he has humanity. And he cannot make you annoyed. But he choose what he wanted to do. In this age, that has been reached to that extent, that being a word in South Sudan. So I'm super happy as a mother. So to be lucky. Yeah, my message is to the mothers and fathers. You know, most of the fathers, especially in our country, South Sudan, when you have a girl, we take girls to be resources. You bring your child up, you educate her tomorrow to get into the better person so that you get cows. You bring up your child tomorrow also to support you. Some of the mothers and the fathers, they change their children professionally. My child may say, I want to be an engineer. Then the father will say, no, engineer, you may not get a job and you need to support the family tomorrow. You will be better to be a doctor how to be educated. But to me, as a mother of Taban, my message to South Sudan means, or to mothers globally and fathers, whatever child choose to do, let us lead them to do. Let us support.
So bro, like, what's your message to like artists like you, young artists like you, who really want to be artists? Facing challenges from family, not accepting it, people like criticizing all this stuff. What's your message?
Or like to my fellow artists out there, and or even people who want to just become artists, people who have interest in art. What I can tell you is that I want to give you a message that was given to me by my mom. It's that when you are doing something, don't expect support from outside. The biggest support is supposed to be yourself. Then when you do it to the maximum, people who would love to support you will come. All the challenges that you're going to be facing, they're all part of the journey. You should not be discouraged by the challenges that you face. You should just push on, allow yourself to grow. Don't take criticism seriously. Sometimes critics are actually trying to correct you. Don't take all of them personal. So basically, just don't give up. Enjoy the journey and just draw. Great art. If you're a musician, if you're an artist, a visual artist, any type of artist, a fashion artist, just follow your passion. Don't give up, and listen to some useful critics, and don't take every critic that it's bad. Some of them are just there to help you, although they are said in a bad way.
So what's your hobby, man? What do you do apart from this?
I'm a footballer. I play in these South Sudanese leagues here. I also play for my school team. I play football with my school team. I also have a small team with my friends. I play for several teams basically. But I used to play for one specific team, but now I play for many teams just to keep fit and to keep my health.
So how is like the relationship with the because football and all this has the chicks and all this?
Yeah, with girls.
Yeah.
No, like everyone, if you ask all my friends, they'll tell you about me. I'm at school. I am okay. How do I somehow feared by people who don't know me because I'm more of the quiet guy. I'm not always seen in school. I'm always in class, and people are intimidated. They be like, that guy is too focused. We can't be around him. Yeah. Ladies, I don't think this is the right time to be with girls. I don't think this is the right time. The right time will come, but at this time, you should be focused on building yourself. Ladies are a distraction to you. They're a distraction at this point. At this moment, like for me at my age now, I can't be thinking about girls all the time. All I'm thinking about is how can I get better? How can I get better? If you think about girls, bro, you're going to be thinking about a girl the whole day. You go there, then you think about her all day. You go and talk to her, you come back thinking about her instead of thinking on how to get better. So that's how life is, bro. You just be focused and be determined. Man. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged by other people's words. Thank you, everyone.